Hey guys, it's Mary here, the host of the Leather Tamers Facebook group and the founder of the Leather Beast website. I teach you how to make and sell your leather goods. Welcome. I kind of didn't really announce this one, so just kind of a sneak attack here. Today, I want to talk to you about why you should be selling your leather goods. But first, isn't this awesome? I'm in a new little spot in the house. This is my workshop, so I didn't even have to change rooms or anything to start filming this, which I love. Maybe I'll start doing more Facebook Lives. Who knows? Um, so before we dive into talking about the reasons why you really should be selling your leatherwork, some of which might surprise you, I just wanted to mention that I do have a free checklist over at Lucrative Leather Craft. The link is right there in the description. You can click over to that and download the free checklist. What this checklist is my steps that I take anytime I'm launching a new product. So I'm launching a new handbag, not this one, but I'm launching a new handbag to my subscribers. And to do that, I kind of have to like walk backwards to the steps that I want to take pre-launch, you know, all the marketing leading up to it, building excitement, things like that, even like leaving time to design it and prototype it and get the materials and things like that. So that checklist kind of keeps me sane and it keeps me on task so that I know that I'm going to hit that deadline, especially if I'm doing something like a pre-sale where I know that I need to start publishing things to my subscribers at a certain date. All of those dates, it's just kind of really helpful. So I put it into a checklist form and you can get that over at lucrativeleathercraft.com. So let's dive in. So why you should be charging for your leather goods. And the reason why I'm saying it kind of like that, because it kind of seems like a weird thing to say, right? Like, oh, you should be charging for that. But I say that because I know that there are so many people who maybe want to be charging for their leather goods, but the idea of money and exchanging money for something that they've made just makes them feel kind of uncomfortable or weird, especially if it's, you know, friends or family that wants to commission something for them. And so they just don't do it. But there's a couple of reasons why you kind of just need to get over the fact that money is this thing that we use. It's a unit of value, and it's just something that obviously is an everyday thing. And you know, you should value your work because you want other people to value it, so you yourself need to value it too. So the first reason why you should be selling your leather work is because of the freedom that you can experience from doing so. This is my favorite reason, because the freedom can be experienced in a lot of different ways. It could be really small or it could be really big. It could be something small like you just want to be able to go out to eat dinner a couple nights extra per month. So if you have this extra side income coming in that small way, that's something that you can do, and you don't have to feel like, oh, it's not in the budget or I don't have money to do it. That's something that like selling your work just really allows you to do. And it's the main reason why I started my own business, because I wanted to be able to have that freedom where I didn't have to work it into a fixed budget. Or it could be something really big. For me, one of my big goals is to get out of debt and stay out of debt. So that means I'm paying off old student loans right now. And I'm doing that with the extra cash that I'm, you know, getting each month from selling my leather goods. And then I have a bigger goal, which is a really big goal, to buy a house one day with cash. Nothing super fancy, but and I also know that that's not going to happen overnight. But these are the sorts of things where when you're in control of, or rather you're the only thing standing in your way of bringing in extra money, that you can do. That's the kind of freedom that starting to sell your work allows you to have. The second reason is when you sell your leather goods, you have extra cash to buy tools and materials. You know, as leather workers, we all know that leather working can be an expensive hobby, but that doesn't really stop us from always wanting the shiny new toy. And I don't know if, well, I do know that some of you can probably relate to this whenever you order something new and someone in your family that sees the package, or they roll their eyes and they say, wow, another leather working tool, like how many of those do you need? If you're selling your work and you have the extra income coming in, hey Yasmin, you can say, hey, look, the business paid for this, you know, I sold some stuff, so I bought some stuff. Which is awesome because leather working tools can be expensive. The materials can be expensive. So at the very least, you can offset your costs and stop getting the weird side eye from your friends and family. Number 3 is when you sell your leather work, you can reach more people. Unless you're independently wealthy, the money eventually is going to run out and you're not going to be able to produce more of your leather goods because it can be really expensive, you know? So by selling your leather goods, it just allows you to reach more people. It allows you to put more of your work out into the world and reach more people who really love what you do and they love your work. So without having that income coming in, it just starts to become a real drain on your own personal resources. So if you sell a couple of pieces, that's kind of like your clientele supporting you and helping you to continue to reach more and more people in the world. And the last reason, which I think is kind of a really great reason as well, this probably ties for my favorite with reason number 1, is because of the impact that you can make and the amount of good that you can do. And again, this can be in a really small form or a really big form. Whenever you start your leather goods business and you start selling your work, you're able to bring in extra income that you can use to maybe it's just help contribute to the bills in your family. Maybe you can help to contribute to your house payment or buy a new car for your family, you know, things like that that can just really immediately help you and the people closest to you. Or maybe it could be something that is more outside of your family and you can help with a local organization or something even way bigger. Maybe you go and help to build schools for children in Guyana, or you go and do one of these like ocean cleaning up the pollution type things, which I would love to do. These are really big things, but obviously everybody's in a different situation and they have different callings. But I feel like instead of the good people being kind of squeamish about money, there needs to be more people in the world that want to do good with it, that have money to do it, if that makes sense. So without getting too political, less corruption and more people that are just genuinely good people using their money to do really good things, whether it's just for their family or whether it's for the world in general. So that's it. Those are my 4 reasons why I think it's a good idea for all of you leather workers to be charging money for your leather goods, starting a business, even if it's just a side hustle. You know, money is kind of what makes the world go around and what makes our lives easier and more enjoyable, even if it's just a little bit extra each month. So again, if you're just joining us, click the link in the description to get my free checklist over at Lucrative Leathercraft, and download that checklist because it's awesome. What else was I gonna say? Oh, next week, speaking of freedom, next week I'm going on vacation. I'll be in Jamaica for 2 weeks, so I won't be doing any Facebook Lives unless I do something from the beach. Could be fun. If that's something of interest to you, let me know in the comments. But I will be sending out some emails over the next couple of weeks about a really exciting new thing I have on the front burner that I've been working on for a while. So that's another reason why you should get on the list. When you sign up for Lucrative Leathercraft, you'll be on the list and you'll be the first to know about this announcement that I have. So I hope you guys have a great week. And I would love to know if one of those 4 reasons kind of sparked something in you and resonated, or if you have your own additional reason why you're selling your leather goods. I'd love to know. So let me know. Like for me, it's to get out of debt. What's yours? Why are you selling your leather goods? Bye, guys. Have a great week.